York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, Nate, read. Check four, check four. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Washington.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Check, 59, 59. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Rush in, rush in.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check it backer, check it backer. Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 58. Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, Pete. Let's go. Recall, 132 fight. Switch. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down, Redskins.
Chad Hunt, 90. North. 59. Watch the eye. 49. Check 49. Check 49. 36. 36.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Preston Smith there on the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
61. Matchbox. Light. Kill. Delta.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he shifts past him. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
orange. 59, H3, 18, chopper, chopper.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Bailey's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 19. 15. Check right 15. Set the tone. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch QB draw.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shift. General, max.
Here's the fullback, Devlin. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
17 yards and a Giant first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Slam. 54's Mike.
54 is down, he's coming.
54. I know it.
Now Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson off play action. He completes it to Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
At the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Strip the ball.
54.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike,
We're set. Let's take.
we own them.
59.
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 26.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Alert 3.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Second and 11. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On the delay, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here's Mixon. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He finds his target, Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, set. 19. 54. I got him.
Check,
Time to go.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Here's Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Taylor. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards on the ground.
I got you, Pop. Hey, 31.
Mine's 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll run with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Switch. Say. Switch.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught by OBJ. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check out.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 53. Greystone traffic. On deck. I'm coming after you. Check. Fresno. He's checking on dog. Crash. Shit. 25.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Nice 7, let's go. Go.
53, Mike.
You must be dreaming.
53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mike's 50.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 50.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
61. Matchbox, right. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam. Under 10. 10. Watch twist.
Alert flare.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 4. Watch safety creep. Creeping.
See it. Zip. What happened?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Another time now.
54. Mike 50.
Time to go.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
54.
Check 24.
Throwing now, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 24. 24 is down. He's coming.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Mike, he's set. 19. He can't hit. 25. He's not going to get me. Can't use the mark.
I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Push attack. wk8.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, 31.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And an alley to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games.